Welcome to this introduction video for the Emerging Markets Management Simulation. In this video, I'll be explaining how the simulation works and how to get started. In this increasingly global economy, with more and more countries growing in size and wealth, the emergence of previous third world countries have grown into emerging markets with huge opportunities and potential for new businesses. Let me introduce you to your new bicycle company that you'll hopefully turn into one of the most successful in these emerging markets. But before I introduce you to your company, let's talk a little bit more about the markets you'll be entering, specifically the BRIC markets. Brazil, Russia, India, and China. These are some of the most lucrative and largest emerging markets in the world, and your company has decided to take this opportunity to enter these markets. As with all businesses, you need to decide a company name, location, and if you want, a logo and a short description. This can be found under Profile in the top right hand corner next to the Home tab. Here you can also change the names of your products for each of the BRIC countries, as well as adding your names and roles for each manager, such as CEO, CFO, HRM manager, or any other positions you may choose as you are now the ones in charge of this company. Please remember to press confirm at the bottom of every page to save any changes made. If not done, decisions from the previous round will be played instead of the new ones. Let me now introduce you to the departments. Firstly, let's see our communication department. Here you can find the news section to keep up to date with the current trends and economic downturns or upturns. You can also take a look at some of your competitors' marketing campaigns, as well as their press releases, to keep an eye on what the others are doing and try to one-up them. Finally, there are deadlines for each year which can be seen under the simulation schedule. Up next is our accounting department, otherwise known as the results section. Here you can see a selection of some of the most important financial documents. Sales and inventory is first up and is arguably the most important. Here you can get a detailed overview of the demand, supply, sales and unsold inventory for each BRIC country. For example, in Brazil you have a demand of 416. You have 500 units in inventory and 416 units sold, resulting in 84 unsold units. Scroll down and you will see that this year you now have a total of 584 units. This is calculated when you add year 1 and year 2 inventories. To change the amount purchased, go to the Decisions tab and select Purchasing. It's important to know that you never want too much inventory in stock, as that is pretty much the equivalent to burning money due to stock being left in storage, unused and unsold. But also, you don't want too little stock, as you won't fulfill your customer demand. Instead, they'll just wander on over to your competition. Of course, you also want to take a look at the balance sheet, income statement and cash flow statement. The three documents that let you know what your revenues are and what your costs are. It goes without saying, but you do want to earn more than what your costs are. So each year, don't forget what you're spending your capital on. The two final sections that will also come in handy is the market research, if you've bought any, and market shares. If you are doing well, you can then brag about your success to your competition in the press release and marketing campaigns, just to stir up your competition. Finally, there is the balance scorecard. Here you can see how well you are doing financially, internally, your customer views, and your overall business growth. The KPIs shown here can lead to a score which is then shown in the stock exchange to show who is performing the best. If you focus on one section, such as profit, it could jeopardize the score on others, such as staff motivation, lowering the overall value of your company. So play it safe and divide your time and resources equally. Before you start making any decisions, any successful business has to come up with a strategy or a business plan. And what does every business start off with? A mission statement. How do you want to define your business? What do you want to give your customers? Once decided, it's also important to then set a vision. What do you want to achieve in the market? Become the largest company in Brazil or provide the highest quality goods? The choice is yours and the limit is up to your imagination. There is a variety of other tactical strategic decisions that can be made to gain a greater understanding of your business and help you. But what links everything together and defines your decisions are your competitors' strategy and growth strategy. Will you be the cost leader in each BRIC country? Or will you take the differentiation approach, or even just focus on one country, like China? Or will you be somewhere in the middle? But that is never a great place to be. The growth strategy is how you want your business to expand into each market. If you wish to take a more aggressive market penetration approach at the start, and then switch to a consolidation approach once established, you're more than able to do so. Again, it's all up to you. What do you think will propel the company to success? There is also a wide variety of other tools which can help structure and understand your business, such as the SWOT analysis, PESTLE analysis, CSR strategy, and many more. I think it's about time we get into the nitty-gritty operational decisions that will help you grow and send your company sky high. Let's bring you to the marketing department. Here you can decide on the prices of your product for each country, as well as determine the marketing campaign you wish to introduce in each country, whether that be sponsoring or personal selling, or any other method that you wish to choose. There is also an option for an e-commerce campaign through social media, a viral movie, or a mobile ad. Each market may respond differently, so conduct a thorough analysis of each market and keep an eye on what your competition is doing. Next up is the purchasing department, the all-important aspect of inventory management. As mentioned earlier in the sales and inventory results, you do not want too much or too little stock. Take a look at your sales numbers that you had in the previous year and purchase what you think will be right. It will take a year for your products to be produced and shipped to you, so keep in mind your unsold inventory levels as well as your demand levels. From this department, you can also look at the supplier's pros and cons and their prices per unit. Keep in mind the strategy and the vision you set in the strategy department, as you do not want to contradict yourself, as I'm sure you don't want to end up looking like the fire festival of the bicycle market. Business is not all about the numbers. There is also the human factor that is at the heart of every operation. This is where the HRM department comes in. Choose how you wish to pay board members and staff, as well as allocate a training budget and working conditions. You are also able to hire a sales manager to help improve your demand. If staff is not taken care of, it can lead to a demotivated workforce, which means demand for your product falls. So take care of your staff so they can take care of your business. Just to finish off, some of the last decisions that need to be made are the ones that help support your business. Financials is where you're able to apply for loans and see an overview of your current loans. Just in case your business needs an influx of capital, this is the place to go to revive your company. You're also able to purchase market research for whatever you feel is necessary for you. Take a sneak peek at what your competitors achieved last year and make your counter move this year. If all goes well and you've scored well on the balanced scorecard, you should see your company soar to the top of the stock exchange, which can be seen next to the decisions. But don't get complacent, as each year your competition are making moves to topple your business. Just as a reminder, do remember to press confirm at the bottom of every page to save any new changes made, as it will result in your previous round decisions being played instead of your new changes. If you need any help or support, don't hesitate to contact the help desk for more information, which can be found on the login screen before you enter the simulation, next to the drop-down game selection and forgot password. We wish you luck with your business, and we hope that you can strive for the top of the stock exchange.